Welcome again. Another episode. This is the Playground Chat, guys. Episode 16. Welcome back. My name is Chuma. I'm with my brother here.
I go by the name of Chuma. Welcome to the Playground Chat, the best sports cast in the land. We're back at it again.
Hey.
With episode 16. I'm just happy with the consistency, bro. Episode 16, even on a tough day, with tough circumstances, we still make it. Yeah, man, every Wednesday, we're on your mini screen, live. We're going to try to incorporate it. I also wanted to do an audio version in case, you want to listen to it instead of watch it. We'll get there. But yeah, how you doing, bro?
Bro, I'm good. A lot has happened the past week. Just personal life, but I'm finally free, bro. I'm free, This year is going to be crazy for me. This is only the start. But also, before we get into it, we appreciate the likes, guys. We appreciate the support. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Thank you for the views. I see a lot of people are asking me about the show. Like, if sometimes when we're delaying it a bit or whatever's happening, they're like, "Hey, what's happening? When are you dropping?" It's like, we can see that we've got our viewership and it's only going to grow from here. We appreciate the support, guys. Thank you so much. But I've been good, bro. How about you?
Easy, dog. Yeah, another week down of preseason. A little bit of a disappointment today in terms of the program that we had set up. But I mean, football-wise, we are where we're at. We're playing next week, knockout format. So we're confident we can go far. Our target is to make it to the semi-final. But it all depends on the players. But that's just my side. Personally, can't complain, man. Another day, another dollar.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it, bro.
Let's go.
Couple of games in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
The top four is quite a widespread. Just to start off, let me just give you a quick shout out on the top four. I'm not gonna count the first two teams. Forest is on 47 points, number 3. City's on 44, Bournemouth 43, Chelsea 43, Aston Villa 42, Newcastle 41, Brighton 40, Fulham 39. These are teams from number 3 up until 10. Each of these teams have about 4, maximum 5, because of Nottingham Forest, point difference in these last 12 games. So any of these teams can potentially be in the top 4 for the end of the season.
But when you include Brighton there.
Brighton has 40 points.
Newcastle 41, Aston Villa 42, Chelsea 43, Bournemouth 43, Man City 44. The only guarantees here, Kuma dog, City will go in. City will go.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to win a lot of the games that I have left.
But they've got...
Forest are not going to survive the whole 12 games, but they'll finish 6th or 7th. Okay. I've got a good feeling about that.
Okay.
They'll finish there with bald-headed fool Maresca. Chelsea will finish 6th. Forest will finish 7th. Bournemouth will finish on top of Chelsea, I think. And everyone else will stay the same. I think that it stays the same. Only thing with difference is Nottingham. City will go 3rd. Nottingham will jump out of the top 4. So City 3rd. I think maybe Aston Villa or Newcastle will finish 4th. The reason why I think Newcastle, yes, they haven't played well in the last 2 games, but the forwards have got form. Once they catch fire again, they look like a team that can go on a run to win 6 or 7. Bournemouth, I don't know how they're doing it.
I think they're a little bit of inconsistent now. It's the second half of the season, so it happens.
But they've won 3 out of the last 5.
I know. They're good and bad form, because when they play the big teams, they're not winning. Yeah, bro. Except if you're playing Chelsea. Yeah, bro. But when they play these other teams, because they lost now, the last game. Yeah, bro. So it's the second half of the season phase. This is what happens to teams. Liverpool, in as much as they're number 1, it's a little bit shaky. You see, Ancelotti is feeling, but now these last games, boys, they're not losing, but it raw is a lose in the title race. But also if you have Arsenal as number 2 chasing you down, don't worry. You chill. Akowe, you gonna be good. Running through the fixtures, started off with Everton versus Man United game. Everton led that game 2-0, and then United came back 2-2. And it ended in a draw.
Good fighting spirit. But Manchester United are poor side. I think they're going to remain a poor side for a while. Or maybe they'll surprise us next year because nobody will be looking at them. There'll be a surprise package, which is difficult to swallow if Man United are now a surprise package. But honestly, same old, same old. If you're drawing against Everton, even if it's a come back from 2-0 down, what chances of you ever finishing in Europe? They're in a relegation battle, whether they like to think of it or not. Let's just take a quick look at the table.
Yeah.
Man United are 15 to 30 points. Okay, they're not in a relegation battle because they are horrible. The teams at the bottom are horrible. I mean, 17,
Is Southampton is still on 9.
Southampton might finish on that 9, dog. I told you.
Nah, I don't see that happening.
But Man United, it's the end of an era, man. I feel like I grew up with Man United and Chelsea being on top of the pie. And I feel like that's what I said to you. If Chelsea fans accept this Maresca bullshit, the way Man United fans have accepted the bullshit, then we'll end up like Man United. And the day I see Chelsea 15th, I'm blowing a gasket. So Man United, all of the so-called big teams, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, hey. Anyways, let's move on. Bournemouth loses to Wolves. A beautiful goal by Matthias Cunha. Again, showing his quality. Showing that he is the best player in their team. And why are they not letting him go? What do you think?
Because he is the best player in the team.
I mean, would you not leave as you Cunha, bro? Like, would you not leave?
A contract.
Yeah, no, he signed. I saw him sign. But would you rate him to like be ever?
No, I think Matthias, I think also the age, I think how old is he, 25, 26? I think, the clubs these days are looking at age profile a lot before making a decision to sign a player. I think maybe a PSG could go to and help out. But in the Premier League, even Chelsea would need a player like him. But that means Palmer, it means a 10, But I think Matthias Cunha is one of the best 10s in the league. I think Man United would love a player like him. But realistically, I don't think Matthias Cunha plays for a bigger club than Wolves in the Premier League. I think maybe if he goes to Italy, he can play for Juventus.
Yo, Juventus is poor right now. Let's move on.
Sad.
We had the West Ham London derby. West Ham went into play Arsenal at home, and Jared Bowen. Yeah, Jared Bowen scored a
very crucial goal. We love you, Jared Bowen. From me to you, Jared Bowen, you are an amazing player. You've kept Arsenal out of the taste. Arsenal can never win the league while I am.
As I was watching that game, analyzing it, I saw a lot of repetitions. Arsenal kept on playing the ball to the wing, trying to cross, trying to find Mikel Merino because he's tall, but Mikel Merino is not strong enough to handle the ball against, top defenders and stuff like that. It's very soft, but he is tall. He does get to the post, but it became it was a thing. Like every time you watch it, every time they're attacking. I mean, there was a time where Arsenal had a free kick. It's the dying moments. Odegaard decides to pass it to Saliba. Saliba knows nothing about what's happening right now. He passes it to Saliba. Saliba's confused. First touch is off pace. And then now the stadium is booing all of this. Yeah, bro. So, I don't know. Games like that, you can't depend on City. I hope City comes in and does the job and beats Liverpool. You can't play the league like that. You need to finish your own job if you are really ready to compete.
I think Arsenal opposers have been saying so from the beginning of the season. Arsenal opposes, they're not a threat to win the league. They'll never be a threat to win the league because they don't have the cojones to win the league. It needs, even with 10 men down, it needs to be scrappy and win against West Ham. You cannot lose against West Ham when Liverpool dropped so few points. If Liverpool win today, then it's over for me. I mean, there's no way. 61 points, 50, Liverpool will go to 50, 63. I mean, we'll go to 64. That'll be 11 points away from Arsenal.
It's over. It's over, man.
11 points in 12 games. It's over. Give them the title. Liverpool haven't lost one in 5. 2 draws, 3 wins. So Liverpool, even on form, are the best team in the league.
Okay, next game, Crystal Palace 2-0 to Fulham. That game doesn't matter. Let's just move on. Ipswich versus Spurs. Spurs clinic at Ipswich 4-1 win. Ange's boys are cooking, but it's Ipswich. We don't care. Let's move on. You want to talk about Spurs?
No.
Oh,
Brentford and Leicester. Did you see that one?
Brentford and Leicester. They played
on Friday. The first.
Oh, there's the first game. Okay, what happened?
Johan Wissa.
Oh yeah,
Johan Wissa and Brian Mbuemo. That's all I wanted to chip in.
Yes.
Johan Wissa and Brian Mbuemo. Brentford scores goals. That's one thing Brentford will do. They'll score against you. And I told you, Leicester and Van Nistelrooy. What? Is Van Nistelrooy the coach?
Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah. Is it Van Nistelrooy?
Yeah, it is. The legend.
Terrible. Van Nistelrooy just 24 CV. I told you. There's no other way. They're not surviving. They're a poor side. I'm not saying Brentford are a good side, but if Brentford are coming to your home ground and whooping you 4-0, you don't have a hope.
Kalugu, as you said, remember, Van Nistelrooy, like Lampard, these bruisers never coached before, like top clubs. So now you get thrown into a team where it's already struggling. Leicester was not doing well. That's why they sacked a manager. But to bring in someone who has no experience into that position is blindsided for me. That is a trap.
They're looking at it for next season. I think
they're building to pull them from Championship
to back to the Premier League.
And Vardy will still be there, Vardy. Hey.
They're working backwards a bit.
Next game, your team, your favorite team, Brighton versus Southampton.
Yeah, I'm a Brighton fan, guys. By the way, we whooped Southampton 4-0. We gave Southampton a beating. I'm a newly found Brighton fan.
They made the keeper sit down.
Those other guys.
Minter made the keeper sit down with the defender.
No, those other guys, that bald-headed buffoon called Maresca.
In the last game, Aston Villa beats Chelsea 2-1.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
The bald-headed buffoon.
Also interesting. The interesting thing about that Everton game and Man United, it's a draw. So Moyes has played 5, won 3, drawn 2 since he took over, which means this is still positive. These are the things that we've been talking about. Moyes has brought in some culture into Everton that has just transformed the team into like a challenging team. Like those are getting Everton, but it's no longer a draw. Okay, they flopped by, I don't know how they conceded 2 goals while they were 2-0 up. That was dumb. But overall, hey, Moyes is support Moyes, guys. Support Moyes. Moving on. Champions League draw. Round of 16 is out.
Okay.
Man City is out. Knock those niggas out.
I did say that. Real Madrid is a terrible side to play against when you were 1-0 down. They're so good in the transition. Mbappe was Mbappe, and Mbappe the hell out of them. I think this season's gonna give Pep a lot to think about for next season. Man City are gonna break the bank in the summer. Let's see what happens to the 119 charges.
Nah, they're never gonna get acquitted for that. Man City have the best lawyers ever. They've been dodging 115 charges for almost 6 years. Do you know how good of a lawyer they
catch you once? You can't even catch you on one.
Bro, they took City to court like once, or maybe multiple times without the media knowing. Yeah. But that one time was enough I'm sure normal figure out drop us some crazy information, and they were like, you know what, let's just it's chill, bro. You know what, it's easy. Just keep your charges. We'll sort it out some other time. But anyways, moving on to the round of 16 draw. Champions League. We've got PSV versus Arsenal. We did have a small
I did
debate
say
about
PSV
that.
was leaving. There's no PSV because Arsenal.
Yeah, you said Arsenal is. But after the West Ham game, what do you think?
I still think they're going. I think PSV is just too small of a team for Arsenal. I think Arsenal will have too much. Even if they play badly, they'll just have too much for them.
They'll just beat a little bit too much. A Madrid derby. We've got Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. That is in the round of 16.
Very interesting match, but
Why would they put them so
we're
early?
keeping the Champions League.
Why are they putting them so
It's
early?
a draw.
It's not a draw. It's a rigged draw.
Always rigged.
Gee.
It's football.
Paris Saint-Germain versus Liverpool. That's another fixture. Hot game.
Dembele can show up. Kvaratskhelia can show up. They have players that can show up. But will they show up at Anfield? I don't think so. I think the match is going to get winner 1 and lost at Anfield. I think Liverpool beat them 3-0 in Anfield. And when they lose 2-1 in France, doesn't matter anything.
So,
I think Liverpool and Anfield in Europe is just too strong for teams like PSG, man. I mean, you see what they did to PSG the last time they came to Anfield.
Liverpool, yeah, they play, bro. Any cup, any FA Cup was just a third team, so it was easy. Anyways, Club Brugge versus Aston Villa.
Villa.
Yeah,
I
that's
think Bruges' time has come to an end. Shout out to Chandra Campbell. Made his debut for Club Brugge.
Who's that? Who's Chandra Campbell?
Chandra Campbell is a player from Supersport United.
Oh.
That got signed to Club Brugge's team. He played for Next though, which is the second division side. But then he's been promoted to the senior team. Shout out to him.
Nice, bro. Nice.
Shout, wave the South African flag high. Keep it high.
Benfica versus Barcelona. Very interesting game. Last time they met, it was a very high scoring. Barca go through.
Yeah.
Hansi Flick is too much.
Hansi Flick.
You can't handle him.
Yamal. Pedri. That combination is just too much.
Rafinha.
Yo, like, Insigne Kakamba. Rafinha.
We've got Dortmund versus Lille.
Capitano.
Dortmund versus Lille.
Why are two squads playing together?
One has to go. I think Dortmund make it through.
Yeah, I think they will make it through because of
Somehow.
their Champions League experience.
Yeah,
But
they'll make it.
Lille have been relatively a good side for the first couple of years. But the French sides have generally been weak.
So, yeah, even the top team is weak. So, Bayern versus
Bayern.
Leverkusen. Bayern, straight.
Bayern.
And last one.
Your Xavi, what Alonso?
Xabi
was
Alonso.
last year.
So you're saying he should have signed the contract when he had the chance?
Yeah, he should have left when he had a chance. His juice is over. But now he's still a good manager. I'm not saying he's a bad manager, but doing it against a team like Bayern twice is an anomaly because Bayern will just spend a lot of money like they did and recruit players, pay them higher wages, higher salaries.
And then they play the exact same way that they want to play because they've got the quality.
And now, a player that's like a Musiala who can win games alone. And now Musiala's shining. Musiala's a tough man to stop. Don't care who you are in the world. When you play against Musiala, you sleep early. You sleep at 7 p.m. When you play tomorrow at 9 p.m. Musiala, I hope.
You've got Musiala, you've got Sané coming off the left.
Gnabry hasn't been playing a lot of games for.
Who's there now? Muller. I haven't been watching you.
Tell they've been playing a lot of games. I don't know how they wanted to
Tell he's
It's
got Spurs Galuk and
Oh,
low.
the Spurs are known, yeah. He
Yeah,
was playing a lot of games in the beginning. I don't know why they sent him to Spurs. But he was a very good player. Also, Sane, there's another youngster, man. An American or English boy that plays there.
He plays there. Not McKennie. McKennie or something.
No, McKennie plays in back in Juve. But anyway.
Juve.
But yeah, I think Bayern is going to have too much.
Okay. And the last one is obviously Feyenoord versus Inter Milan. Inter straight win. Betway, you heard it first.
Inter.
Upcoming games. Today we've got Newcastle versus Forest. Interesting bout for
Top four.
top four position. I hope Newcastle beats. it will be nice for Newcastle to beat Forest to keep them there.
In touching distance.
Yeah, they must relax. Man City versus Liverpool. I think everyone is waiting to watch that game. This is the biggest rivalry we've had in a long time. So, but now it's a new manager who is at the top, and an old manager who is a goat, but his team is struggling. So, a very interesting game to watch. Yeah, it's gonna be tactically. It's gonna be a tactical game.
The transitions. I think Man City have been very vulnerable in transitions this season, and if Liverpool can get the turnovers in the right place in the pitch, because Pep is going to come and play too many ball players. He's going to want to play Gunda and Foden and Mamouche and Savinho, and then he's not going to have a sitter. And when they lose the ball in that transition of Gravenberg breaking the lines to Sobo's line, it's a different type of midfield. Liverpool, it's power in the midfield. On the transition, then passing to Salah in space, or to Diaz in space, or to Nunez in space.
You all know what Nunez is going to do when he's in space.
Yes. But he's there. He's there to miss. I would take Nunez over Nicholas Jackson any day.
Don't start with me. Anyways, and in the e-race for the La Liga, there's a game. Real Madrid is playing Girona, but I think that's an easy dub. But if you're looking at the La Liga, it's Barca with 54 points, Atletico Madrid with 53 points, Madrid 51 points. And then Atletico is 45, which is... Okay.
I think Madrid haven't played again.
So they've got the last game, but if they win today, their goal difference is a bit higher, so they'll be first.
Girona's a good side. But they lost the best players to the City group, because Girona is a City group team. So their best player last year wore number 26. He's a Brazilian boy who's wearing number 26 in Manchester all of a sudden. Savinho. So yeah, I mean,
they know what they do.
Girona's a good side.
That's it on the Champions League side and the Premier League side. What you have for us?
Let's go into the Sekasi. The PSL had a couple of games. Yesterday, we had about 4 games played in the PSL. Let me just check it. 5. About 4 that I can remember. Just double checking. More of them are playing today. So yesterday, we had Chippa United play Sekukune again, showing the good form. They won 1-0. Magesi showing us that they're very poor side. 1-1 game. I think that's it for them. They lost 3-0 against Amazulu. Amazulu was side that's been struggling this season. So if you lose 3-0 against Amazulu, Onando, and Kongenando's out. And
thank you for coming.
Supersports today. Orlando Pirates 1-2-1 against Cape Town City from 1-0 down.
Yeah.
Very proud of the boys. Very proud of the boys' fighting spirit. But Sundowns beat TX Galaxy 4-1. Yes, they lost to TX Galaxy earlier, now it's the second leg. They pushed them aside actually 4-1. And after watching that game, just give them the league already.
Man, why are you giving up, bro? You still have 2 games in hand.
There's no way.
You still have to play Mamelodi Sundowns again.
So we must focus on the
Orlando Pirates needs to win every single game from now and beat Sundowns.
But the problem is every time we play Sundowns, they give us hiding.
So that's why we learned
we doesn't have nothing. We're going to get another 4. This time we're going to get 5 or 6.
Nah, man. Have hope.
This guy wants to change his whole squad when he plays Sundowns. He's scared. Him and the bald-headed buffoon have similar traits. Anyway, we move on. Before I go on the Pirates rant. I think Sundowns just too good, clean. The shoe shining piano was too nice. Sundowns doesn't only beat you. They beat you in style. You know what I mean? That's the nice thing. We had a scrappy game against City. Sundowns carved the point. They goals, you can see them coming. 3 passes each, he goal. We boy inside, I goal. Cross, Reina, goal. And then the second time they come with the same move. We boy, your man Pina, and when Pina, 45, goal. The third time, man Pina, this one, I said that we'll do this, but it's the way they approach it. Slow. All of a sudden, quick. Or they pass it to the person in midfield, quick switch. Running behind, Reynolds, Ribeiro, they cook you. Sometimes wrong guy. Who's going to stop them? I asked you last time. Chiefs.
Did they play?
Never played second leg yet. But Sundown is going to whoop Chiefs' ass. Chiefs is not going to have nothing for Sundown. So for me, they're going to win. I think it's number 11 in a row now. They're going to take this in. I think Paris has to focus on my next topic. Gallants are playing Polokwane City, Supersport United are playing Golden Arrows. If you want to make money, put money on Golden Arrows to beat Supersport. Yes, I still book his favourites, but Supersport are playing dire shit. Put your 200 rand on Golden Arrows and make a 500 rand today.
Moving on. Sponsor us, bro.
Moving on. We're going to the CAF Champions League. In the CAF Champions League, it's going to be interesting. The draw was done. But strangely enough, I remember saying that there was a draw done before. I don't know how there were 2 draws, but all of a sudden this one was official draw. Apparently that one was somebody who made up the CAF colours and posted it on the CAF official account. I don't know how he happened, but he got hacked. Somehow the fixtures are similar. But they just changed that Pirates and Sundowns can meet each other in the same, but they still play in the same position. I said Pirates will play MCLJ, ne? They're playing MCLJ. I said Sundowns will play Esperance. They're playing Esperance. So if I knew this in January,
it's rigged.
Cooking us.
CAF Champions rigged.
But yeah, Champions League, El Ahly is playing El Hilal. El Hilal is a big side from Sudan, the biggest Sudanese side. But El Ahly is going to have too much for them. I think El Ahly beats Sudanese side. Pyramids is also an Egyptian team. It's on the other side. So there's 2 sides of the draw. The Al Ahly side is El Ahly El Hilal, and then Sundowns Esperance. Esperance is a huge team in Tunisia. It's the team that Elias Mokoena plays for.
Okay.
So Mokoena is going to have something to prove against his team, but I think they should shine, especially Loftus, on a hot day at 3 p.m. That's what Sundowns do. They make you come and play at 3 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon, you can't get ball. Then by the time 25 minutes, I play and I do football. So I think as much as Esperance is playing well, a lot of South African fans, I'm thinking because we sort of started to hate Sundowns because of their success. They think Esperance will win. I don't think so. Then on the second side of the draw, Pyramids are playing ASR4. ASR4 is a good side, but Pyramids are going to have too much for them. And then I think Pirates will beat MCLJ. Semi-final, my picks will be Pyramids versus Pirates, Sundowns versus El Ahly. South Africa versus Egypt. Both sides. Who's going to pay the referees the most money?
Ungathi sine-load shedding. Ibuyile load shedding. Ngoku. And you're telling me we have money to pay for the CAF Champions League. Sanobuyi load shedding, bro. We got bigger problems.
I think the team that has the style to win the Champions League is Pirates. But I think the team is most likely Sundowns. Only reason problem with Sundowns' style is that even in bad pitches they will play them. They don't care. But I think now they've got to practically all the teams have money and they're going to play on good pitches. I don't know how he needs to play in South Sudan, but I probably is not comfortable going to a place where you know there's war.
Wait, is there a war for, are they going to play South Sudan or Manchester?
Yeah, they're going to play, Al-Ahly is playing in South Sudan.
Nah, but it's Al-Ahly. Hey, no one's going to touch those groups. Even if it's a war, come on, man.
Yeah, it shouldn't touch them.
Yeah.
They shouldn't. African football, don't trust them, none of that shit. Anyway, that's it for the CAF Champions League wrap up. We're going to talk a bit about combat sports. We're going to go into UFC and then you're going to throw me how those niggas threw down the Russian blocks.
Wait. Almost went too far with that one.
Nah, come on, you're not getting almost. Anyway, yeah, so I did say Anthony Hernandez would beat Brendan Allen. He did. Poor decision. Henry Cejudo fought Song Yadong. Poor decision. Rob Font fought Nji Masamuto. Poor decision. Worst card of the year. I'm giving it a rating. Worst card of the year. In all honesty, if I can say it, fuck that card. What a waste of time. She was. Henry Cejudo needed to stay retired. Why the hell did you come back? You're a waste of time as a fighter. You cannot fight anymore. You're washed.
It's over.
So,
It's over.
go back home. But yeah, interesting facts in the UFC. Ilya Topuria vacated his featherweight championship to move up to 155. Because I think also he wants money. There's a lot of matchups, big names in
Big
155.
cards.
Charles Oliveira, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor. That's a big division. It's a division that has a lot of names, a lot of big fights. But I think it's a bad move for him because of the
Height.
size difference. They are much taller in that division. And I've watched him fight at 55 before, which is the big division that he's gone up to. Yes, he won the fight, but he had a moment there against Jai Herbert. Jai Herbert gave him a left head kick and dropped him. And if other guys just watch enough tape, if you throw body shot and go for a head kick against him,
You might not.
you might knock him out.
And he hasn't been knocked out yet.
No. It hasn't been beaten yet.
Yeah. Ulia Topuria.
Yeah. He was a good fighter, but 155 with some savages in 155.
And then if
Max
you want to,
Holloway
if
also
you,
went up to 55.
Uba.
I guess because Holloway is at 55. Yeah.
he could be, yeah. Come on. He
Because
beat him. But yeah, as you mentioned, those are some killers. Those are
Yeah,
some
man.
killers.
So that's one of the things. And so another fight was announced. Volkanovski's coming back. He's going to fight for the featherweight championship against Diego Lopez. Very interesting fight. I think Volk is washed.
Why is he coming back?
I think Lopez is going to kill him. I think they're going to wake him up in the hospital this time. Lopez is crazy.
I think Volk is still trying to, I don't know, prove himself. It's done.
Yeah,
It's
but I think
over.
Volk and Izzy.
The era is done, Gents.
Yeah,
It's
it is
sit
over.
down.
Yeah, relax. Just eat your money.
It's
please.
over,
It's
Gents.
not
Like,
it's not about getting
you,
brain damage.
the thing is, what the issue is now, we know you are as legends
Yes.
of
I
the
agree
game.
with it, yeah.
Yeah, now, hey, and then now we're like, every time, we have to believe that Izzy's going to win the fight, and then gets knocked out, then what? Now, it's over, like, so
Nah, I'm
team.
signing it out. No, it's only gonna go there.
Anyways,
That's my wrap up for the UFC.
into,
Next week, another fight night. Quickly,
yeah,
Manel Kape, one of my favorite smaller guys, is fighting. He brings violence. So we're gonna watch Manel Kape next week. He brings violence. So at least we know. Then after that, is your favorite card. UFC 330. We will find the best spot to watch.
is that the
Poor time and Uncle Live.
oh, don't worry, we'll get into it. We already got it. Nah, no, it's,
So tell me about Beterbiev
oh!
and Bivol.
I think that was the greatest boxing fight right now in a long time.
Yeah.
That gave us the classic, your Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier type fights. Real
Right,
straight boxing. No
Holding
cheering, no nothing. Except we beating each other up. Beautiful fight. Started off with Bivol. Bivol had a little bit of momentum coming into the fight. Big challenge because in his last fight, technically he thought he had won it, but on the cards the decisions were made that
I think the last fight also, the last two rounds was where he fucked it up a bit. But in this fight it was opposite.
just the opposite. Yeah, so Beterbiev took control after the third round, beating him for like 5 consecutive rounds, 10-9. It's very close because the scorecard was like 76-76 on the final round. And then Bivol, combo specialist, round 12,
Start
lost.
throwing.
Starts
11, 12,
throwing. combos, and they landing smoothly. His body movement, the way he switches his stance, is so. There's no I wasn't predict how he's gonna move.
It was beautiful box. Both of them.
Yeah. They're amazing boxers. So we are expecting a trilogy. What each of these fighters only lost to each other. Their first losses are against each other. So there will be one more fight. Wow. Nothing has been said. We're working for Al Sheikh must cook up something. Maybe not now, maybe next year or something, whatever. But there has to be a third one. You can't just end like this. Yeah, but yeah, that was the Bivol Dimitri. Bivol wins the what does he win? It's light heavyweight. And then we had Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker took 2 rounds to knock out Martin Bakole, a top-tier heavyweight who came in the shortest possible notice to replace Daniel Dubois at the ANB Arena in Riyadh. Bakole was attempting to feat that was surely without precedent in the sport. When Daniel Dubois, the IBF champion, fell ill just 2 days before he was due to fight Parker, Bakole decided to replace him. Traveling from Kinshasa in DRC Congo, Bakole landed in Riyadh and in the early hours of Saturday morning to take on Parker, another world-ranked heavyweight, later that night for the latter WBO interim title. So they set that nigga up.
Yeah, they're going to explode it.
They're like, wait, like, okay, so this nigga isn't available. Okay, so how can we keep this ethnically correct? Because we can't replace Dubois with a white nigga. Because it's gonna be like, yo, why'd you only give white brews a chance? But why do they get a brew in Kinshasa? A brew that still needs to fly from Kinshasa. The brew was probably chilling, you know. Yeah. I don't know what they do in Kinshasa.
Probably chilling on some moment.
Chilling, yeah, but we're selling Henny and some shit or whatever.
Boom,
yo, we're gonna pay you this much. Pull up. I get it too. I get it. That was good. But damn, nah, man. They set him up. Come on, let's be real. But yeah, Joseph Parker knocked that Brule out in the second round, unfortunately. But Bakole, you were set up. We know the truth. When you get your chance, man, again, pin a boy. And the last fight was the WBC lightweight champion Shakur, 23-0. Scored a 9th round TKO of French contender Josh Padley, on Saturday night on the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh. Padley was down 3 times in the 9th round from body shots before his corner threw in the towel. I told you about Stevenson. Relentless, doesn't stop. Body shots specifically.
He must give him one of the big fights. He must give him the biggest fight that they can give him. He must give him one of the big fights.
Yeah, that's about it on the sports side. Boxing was clean.
By the way,
Ramaphosa
told us.
Ramaphosa called it quick for us, but he gave us some time, man. He gave us 24 minutes.
Yeah, but still, fuck him for the load shedding. It's your fault.
Yeah.
No, let's go through the game today, nothing.
The games today, Galogo Zesben is mentioning that it's a Liverpool.
No. We don't have a quiz today.
It's on you, Galogo. It's on you. You said you were going to show me.
Yeah, let's just quickly do the quiz and then see you next week. I've got a quick quiz for this guy. Right? It's an Olympic quiz.
Which Olympics? NBA Olympics?
All time Olympics.
Okay,
all time. Okay, cool. Ramaphosa, we will have to postpone because Ramaphosa has killed the Wi-Fi. So we'll have to do it next week for the Wi-Fi. But yeah, bro, it was an awesome. I'll give you time to prepare. Do your research. We're gonna do Olympic quiz. You better know your Phelpses, your Bolts, and your Simone Bileses.
Shout out ANC, dog. Shout out ANC for just ruining our show. We had a timer.
Nah, it's cool, bro. It's easy, dog. We'll do it next week.
This is actually. Let me not throw our
let's leave it.
Bruise down.
By the way, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for tuning in to the Playground Chat, the best podcast in the land. Sportscast. not just a podcast. Shout out to my brother Kuma. Thanks again, my dog.
Back at it again.
Shout out to the producer, CB, behind the scenes. We really appreciate your work. Shout out to Cloudy Deliveries once again for the space. We appreciate our new home. And shout out to you, for watching and taking your time to watch two crazy ass things just speak about sport. My nigga.
I make the colonel stop popping. Yeah, never corny. Utuli bondo and I make a horny. Fuck that, I'm going home on in glory. Niggas I know to be on them look corners. Sliding and scheming, they ask for the bond. Think like Linjiza or Kabuli Gorni. Yeah, I told the baddies I got it. Bougie as fuck, yeah, wanna got it. She check the drip, yeah, cancel I got it. Ball main dress shirt, vintage designer.